Imagine guarding the most powerful office on the planet, the White House. What would it take? It's more than just a building. The White House is an enduring symbol of the United States' strength and resilience. It's the epicenter of global politics, housing the world's most influential leaders and making the decisions that shape our world. This iconic structure, standing proudly on Pennsylvania Avenue, isn't just any building. It's the office and residence of the President of the United States, the nerve center of the world's most powerful nation. It's where history is made, where decisions that reverberate around the globe are taken, and where global leaders meet to discuss the world's most pressing issues. But the White House is more than just a symbol, it's a target. It represents everything that the enemies of the United States stand against. Its security, therefore, isn't just important, it's crucial. It's a matter of national security, of global stability. So how do you protect the most powerful office on the planet? The responsibility of protecting the White House falls on the shoulders of two primary federal agencies, the Secret Service and the White House Police Department. The Secret Service, perhaps the better known of the two, is tasked with protecting the president and their family, along with other high-ranking officials. Their role is more personal, more intimate. Their agents often seen in close proximity to the president. The White House Police Department, on the other hand, has a broader mandate. They're responsible for protecting the White House and the surrounding buildings, controlling access, and managing pedestrian and vehicle traffic. Their presence is more visible, their role more overt. The White House's security is a complex, multi-layered system, a marvel of modern security technology. It's a fine balance between ensuring the safety of the president and those who work there, and maintaining the accessibility and openness that are the hallmarks of a democratic society. This is the unveiling of the White House's security. The first layer of the White House's security is its electronic surveillance. This is the invisible curtain that first greets anyone approaching the grandeur of the White House. But don't be fooled by its invisibility. It's designed to detect, deter, and if necessary, respond to any potential threats. Imagine an intricate web of cameras, sensors, and other electronic surveillance systems woven together to cover the entire perimeter of the White House and the surrounding buildings. These aren't your everyday home security cameras. We're talking about state-of-the-art technology capable of thermal imaging and facial recognition, ready to pick out any suspicious activity from the mundane. The surveillance cameras are the ever-watchful eyes, capturing every angle and every corner day and night. They're the silent observers, always vigilant, always recording. These eyes never blink, and they never miss a thing. But the surveillance doesn't just rely on visuals. An array of sensors complements the camera system. These sensors can detect even the faintest abnormality, a sudden temperature change, unusual vibrations, or even the distinct sound of a drone's humming in the distance. When any of these systems detect something out of the ordinary, they don't just sound an alarm. They trigger an immediate response. This could be anything from alerting a control center, where a team of security experts can assess the situation, to mobilizing law enforcement officers on the ground for a swift intervention. Electronic surveillance is the first line of defense, the outermost layer of the White House's security. It's like an invisible shield, a digital perimeter that wraps around the White House, providing a protective barrier that's constantly monitored and meticulously maintained. And while it may not be as visible or tangible as the walls and fences, or as human as the armed agents, it's an integral part of the White House's security. It's the silent guardian that never sleeps, the digital watchman that never takes a day off. The electronic surveillance forms the outermost layer, an invisible shield protecting the White House. This is the first line of defense, the digital moat around the world's most secure building. Beyond the electronic eyes, physical barriers stand tall, forming the second layer of security. These barriers, comprising high walls, fences, and barriers, encircle the White House, creating a formidable obstacle for any intruder daring to breach this iconic building's security. Let's start with the high walls. These are not just any walls, but fortified structures designed to withstand significant impact. They are built to be intimidating, a clear message to any potential intruders that breaching the White House's security is no easy task. Next, we have the fences. These aren't your run-of-the-mill picket fences, but are of a complex design, incorporating anti-climbing features and sensors that alert security personnel of any attempted breach. The fences serve a dual purpose, both as a physical barrier and a trigger for the electronic surveillance system we discussed earlier. Now, onto the barriers. These are the last line of physical defense, strategically placed at various points around the White House. Unlike the walls and fences, these barriers are mobile and can be adjusted based on the level of threat perceived. They are designed to stop vehicles in their tracks, a necessary precaution in the age of vehicle ramming attacks. What's more, these physical barriers are not standalone structures. They are part of a larger integrated security system that includes electronic surveillance and armed agents. They work in tandem with these other security layers to create a robust and comprehensive security shield around the White House. So, the next time you see images of the White House, remember that what you see is not just a symbol of power and leadership, but also an extraordinary display of security engineering. From the towering walls to the intricate fences and the formidable barriers, each element plays a crucial role in keeping the occupants of the White House safe. The physical barriers are the visible signs of the White House's impenetrable security. Within the barriers, the last and most crucial layer of security resides: the armed agents. These are not your average security guards. They are highly trained professionals, carefully selected from some of the most elite units in the U.S. military and law enforcement agencies. Their mission is clear: to protect the President of the United States, his family, and the iconic White House at all costs. These agents are experts in a broad range of security techniques. They are proficient in close-quarters combat, sharpshooting, and advanced surveillance tactics. But their training doesn't stop at physical prowess. They are also well-versed in risk assessment, behavioral analysis, and emergency response protocols. This combination of skills allows them to swiftly identify and neutralize potential threats before they can escalate. One might wonder, how do these agents stay prepared for any situation? The answer lies in their rigorous and continuous training regimen. They undertake regular drills simulating a variety of scenarios, from suspicious packages to armed intruders, and even potential aerial attacks. This constant readiness ensures that they are prepared to respond to any conceivable situation. At the White House, these agents are ever present, maintaining a vigilant watch over the premises. They patrol the grounds, monitor security feeds, and coordinate with other security layers to ensure a seamless defense. You'll find them at every entrance, along the perimeter, and even on the rooftops, equipped with state-of-the-art weaponry and communication systems. Their presence is both a deterrent to potential attackers and a reassurance to those within the White House walls. Of course, the role of these agents extends beyond the White House. They also accompany the president and his family wherever they go, providing a secure bubble around them, whether they are at home or on the move. The armed agents are the last line of defense, always on high alert, ready to protect the world's most powerful office. The White House's security is not a static entity. It's tested, challenged, and proven its worth time and again. The strength of the White House's security isn't merely theoretical, but rather it has been put to the test on several occasions. Throughout history, there have been instances when this fortress of power was challenged, from armed attacks to protests. Yet each time, the multi-layered security system has proven its mettle, protecting not just the White House, but also its occupants. Let's take a trip down memory lane. There have been several attempts to breach the White House's security perimeter. These incidents range from individuals scaling the fence to more organized attacks. Some intruders had weapons, while others were simply determined to make a statement. Regardless of their motives, all were swiftly apprehended, thanks to the quick response of the Secret Service and the White House Police Department. In other instances, the White House has been the focal point of large-scale protests. Crowds have gathered outside its gates, expressing their views on a myriad of issues. Yet, even amidst these demonstrations, the White House's security has remained unyielding. The physical barriers and the vigilant agents have ensured that the protests, no matter how passionate, never threaten the safety of the White House or its occupants. It's also worth noting that the White House's security isn't just about dealing with external threats. The system is also designed to protect against potential internal dangers, such as fire or medical emergencies. Regardless of the type of threat, the security measures in place ensure that the occupants are safe, and the operations within the White House remain uninterrupted. The White House's security system stands as a testament to the ingenuity and dedication of those who protect the world's most powerful office. Its intricate layers, quick response mechanisms, and the tireless dedication of its personnel have repeatedly proven to be an unbreakable shield, safeguarding the symbol of America's power and democracy. The White House's security is more than just walls and armed agents. It's a multi-layered fortress comprising state-of-the-art electronic surveillance systems, physical barriers designed to deter the most determined intruders, and ever-vigilant armed agents ready to respond to any threat. This intricate system is a testament to the lengths we go to protect our leaders and our institutions. The electronic surveillance, acting as the eyes and ears of the White House, constantly monitors for any suspicious activity. The physical barriers, the walls, fences, and barriers stand as the first line of defense against unwelcome guests. And the armed agents, the human element of this security trifecta, are always on guard, ready to spring into action at a moment's notice. Securing the White House is a monumental task, one that is carried out with utmost diligence and precision every single day.